This is my first year at the national event, and I've heard so much about it. I know there's a lot of work that the president and the vice president and executive directors have to do to prepare for this show. How I got involved in the Ontario Camaro Club was probably late last year. I learned about it and I thought, geez, you know, I have this car and nobody ever gets to see it because I just drive it on a Sunday. I'll take it out for an hour or two and bring it back and clean it up and gets parked in the garage for another week or two. And I thought, geez, it would be nice to share this car and meet other people with the same passion and other Camaros. But it's just a fabulous show. I've had a great time since I came here late Friday afternoon. The people that I've had a chance to meet have been absolutely wonderful, and it's nice because they look at my car just like it's their car, and we go look at their car and we share stories about the cars, and it's just the camaraderie and friendship that you make and build is second to none. What we have here is a 1996 Camaro SS. I've owned the car since it was new. December 29, 95 is the actual date I took delivery of it. I had ordered a Z28 for the 96 model year. About 2 to 3 weeks afterwards, I found out that GM was going to create the Firebird Firehawk. After a call to SLP Engineering, and I said, are you doing anything to the Camaro? And they said, well, we are, but we're not releasing it to Canada until later that year. So I said, well, I just had ordered a Z28, what can we do about it? And they said, well, tell you what, we'll fax all the information to the dealership. Then the dealership received all the information. I went there, we had a meeting. It cost me $7,000 more, bringing the car up to, I think, $40,000 at the time. Best investment I ever made. The car is all original. It's got some minor little look pretty items on it, but other than that, it's an original car.
Besides showing off his car, Livio is here for another reason. He's here with Project Erase. Across North America, thousands of people are injured or killed from the result of illegal street racing. Project Erase's message is simple. If you want to race, take it to the track.
Project Erase is a program with the York Regional Police, and what it is eliminate racing on streets everywhere. Sergeant Dave Mitchell is in charge of this program. The problem is on the streets, not people with Camaros and Corvettes. They obey the laws most of the time. Some of these other cars that you have, you know, younger people, 18 to 22 years old, driving these cars, there's absolutely no respect. They don't care about anybody else on the road. One of the safest things I could say, if you see a street race happening, get out of the way because they're not going to move for you. You know, we're trying to educate the public, make them aware that beautiful cars are a wonderful thing to have. Take it to a track if you want to race it and do it professionally and properly and safely. Don't do it on the street. And you know, whether you're driving or racing, there's a place for it, and always, always wear your seatbelt.
We're looking at a 1997 Camaro SS. Produced by SLP. The biggest thing I'm proud of is basically the car's an SLP SS. They only produced this car basically for 2 years. It's also a numbered car, so I refuse to make any major modifications to this car to keep it in the most original state that it is. I joined a club, Oshawa Motorsport Club. It's a volunteer club, and they are a group of racers. And I got involved with them because I wanted to use the car on the track, much like I saw when I was growing up watching the Trans Am races. So then I got introduced to this club, the Ontario Camaro Club, and these people are more show and shine. And I tried to also get involved here as deep as I possibly could. I've been coming here for about 7 years. First year I came here as a spectator only. I wanted to kind of check out and find out all about it. And then I started to show the car. And the first year I showed it, I thought it was clean, but the judges disagreed with me. I went around to all these people and discussed cleaning the car from underneath to the engine bay to the interior, and I picked up a lot of tips on it, like using duct tape to be able to remove anything that's on the carpet. First year I didn't get a trophy for the car. I came back the second year. I spent probably in my garage a good part of a week cleaning the car, polishing it. I brought it, and to my amazement, I won a trophy. The first time I think I placed third in original. An original class means that the car has to be exactly the way it was when it was produced or shipped to the dealer. So I won that. Well, the competition in original is really tough because a lot of the cars are brought in trailers. That means the car's not driven. There's some cars here today that are in original that I would compete against that have about 1,600 kilometers on them versus the 40,000 that I have on mine. So if you do win a trophy in original, you've done a really good job. Or maybe it's been a little luck. I came back the second year, I was in original again, and I won a first place trophy. Then I came back the next year and I'd done some add-ons onto the car. I'd put this black brace on here and subframe connectors. They moved me then into a street, and again I got a trophy for the car. So again, they must have liked the car. Then I came back the following year, stayed in street again, and I got another trophy. I've talked to a lot of people coming from the United States, and they say that this is a really good show. They like it, one guy mentioned, because the hotel is so close to where the actual show is, that he can look out the window, he can see his car, he can feel secure about it. I really enjoy the show. They do a terrific show. I show it. You see that today. I lap it 4 times a year, and my wife and I take it up to Collingwood on a weekend. I feel myself that I'm enjoying the car to the fullest.